My name is Nancy Villaseñor, and I am the Park Planning and Partnerships Manager with Parks, Recreation, and Marine, and I will be your MC for today. We are extremely thrilled as a department and as a city to have this brand new facility that is fully operational and providing the very essential services in this community. Now, to have it named after Doris Topsy-Elvord is just unbelievable, incredible, and such an honor. So thank you for all being here today for that. We have an amazing lineup of speakers, and I just wanted to give a few brief words before we get to the program. Growing up as a little kid in Long Beach, I went to schools that were named Newcomb, Lafayette, Lowell. I visited libraries that were named Hart and Burnett, and there was nothing wrong with these names. However, I didn't feel the connection. At Robert A. Millikan, we never learned who that person was. All I knew was that his initials were RAM, and that's why we were the Millikan Rams. We didn't have Google or Wikipedia back then. So it's easy to go about our business in this great community and not really think about who our buildings are named after. But kids that are growing up today, they're able to go to Michelle Obama Library. They're able to visit the D. Andrew Sports Complex at Chittick Field. They're also able to go to high schools like McBride High School. And soon we'll have a building named after one of my former mentors, Ron Arias. So while it may not seem like a big deal, to go around in our community and identify with the people whose names on our building is a very big deal. And it goes very far to advance our efforts in Long Beach in terms of equity. So we are really excited not only to have this beautiful building that was unveiled, but now to be able to unveil its new name. So with that, I would like to now introduce our, before we introduce our speakers, I'd like to do some acknowledgements. Okay. Let's see, we have today with us our city manager, Tom Modica. We also have Port of Long Beach Executive Director, Mario Cordero. Our Public Works Director, Eric Lopez. Let's see. We also do we have the Honorable Bonnie Lowenthal here, Board of Harbor Commissioners? There you are. It's good to see you. Didn't recognize you with the hat and mask. We also have Megan Kerr with Long Beach Unified School District Director. Okay, I believe our Vice Mayor will be acknowledging the members of our Planning Committee shortly. Am I missing anyone else? Oh, okay, we do have some speakers that are in our lineup, so we will acknowledge you shortly. And if anyone else I missed, I really just blame it on the masks and the hats. But speak now before you lose that opportunity. And we'll continue to acknowledge people as they come to this event. So with that, I would like to now turn it to Dr. Robert Mayor Garcia.
Well, good morning, everybody. This is really just what a beautiful day for Long Beach and for our city. And I'm just very, very grateful to be here with all of you, especially with someone that we're going to honor in just a few minutes. But I also just wanted to, it's not lost on me. I know a lot of folks believe in this as well. But something that my grandma used to tell me when I was a young kid was that when it rains, when it drizzles, when it sprinkles, Those are special moments, and those also represent a time of renewal and of a new beginning. And so I think it's very, for me, it's very special that all this is happening this morning as we celebrate an incredible woman who is leaving and continues to leave an important legacy in our community. We're all excited to have Mother Doris here, and a history maker in the city of Long Beach. And before we honor this amazing woman, I want to just say a few things about this building that we have behind us. The impact of this new community center here at Houghton Park is going to be felt every single day in the city of Long Beach. Whether it's access to computers and technology, whether it's social clubs, whether it's activities for our seniors and our youth, or whether it's supporting programs around youth empowerment, around violence prevention, around literacy for young people. All of this is going to happen in this amazing space that we have. And it's going to be centered, I know, because I believe that our staff and certainly Vice Mayor Richardson will ensure of it, will be centered around equity and around ensuring that we are providing the services and the support that people in our community, but especially here in North Long Beach, need. I also know that this project would not also be where we are today without the incredible team at our Parks Department, our Parks and Recreation Commissioners who are here, and the staff. So can we give them a big round of applause? But I also need to thank the tenacity of Vice Mayor Richardson, because there is nobody that has talked my ear off more about the Houghton Park projects, about everything happening in the area more than Rex. And so I got to tell you, while this is a special day to celebrate the center and Mother Doris, I just want to congratulate you because you're just, you are a hammer, and your constant hammering away at this project got it done. And to someone also that has left and continues to leave a legacy in our city. Mother Doris, I just want to tell you, you have made history as a black woman, as a leader, as an inspiration to our community, and as someone that's going to learn every day when these kids come in here and our seniors come in here and they're going to look up at your name. They're all going to learn your story and the legacy that you have left, not just in Long Beach, but really across the country. From your activism as a young woman, to your leadership in bringing and convening the black community together, to your work at the Port of Long Beach to ensure that we created and kept good care of communities, those that needed it the most, and your work, of course, as Vice Mayor of our city. You continue to do just incredible work here in our city. So we are very grateful, and we're excited to have this amazing space named after you every single day. So let's give this incredible woman another big round of applause. The Doris Topsy-Elvord Community Center will be a special place in Long Beach, and would not be possible. We wouldn't be here, of course, as well, if it wasn't for the person I'm going to introduce next, and that is our Vice Mayor, Rex Richardson.
Let's hear it once more for our mayor, Robert Garcia, an incredible champion for our city and for our North Long Beach community. Today is a very special day. I remember when I sat down with a committee of individuals. Let me have my committee. Nancy, I need that committee. We sat down with a committee of leaders, and we talked about an idea. And the vision was that Houghton Park, which has stood for a century here in our community, we wanted to put forward a vision that reflects our local community. Investing in the buildings, the programs, offering new resources to our community, but it needed a heart. It really needed the right person to make this all work. And so we talked as a committee, and we talked with Mother Doris's family and Jackie, and we came to an agreement. We met right here in this courtyard. We came to an agreement that not only we're going to name this building after the first African-American councilwoman, two-time vice mayor, twice the vice, truly respected figure in our community, someone who's invited me when I was thinking about running for office to sit on her couch and hear her stories and see the pictures and tell me about how she went and sat down with Barack Obama and how she started the program, the Small Business Enterprise Program at the port, and inspired me to continue to pursue public service. And it was an incredibly great conversation, and I'm just proud that this committee has allowed us to work together to make this a reality. And so today, we are dedicating the Doris Topsy-Elvord Community Center right here in North Long Beach at Houghton Park. That's what we're doing today. I want to take a moment and just acknowledge some of the planning committee members. We have Wayne Cheney Sr. I think I saw Wayne here. Wayne Cheney Sr. is a part of the group. Dr. Joni Ricks Odie, 9th District resident, part of the group here. Cecily Harris Walters. Where is Cecily? There she is. Cecily did so much to help make sure everything was right. Thank you so much, Cecily. Stephen and Jackie Topsy, just incredible, all the way through. And Jackie said, hey, make sure we got a cabana for Mother Doris because we're going to the Jazz Festival out there. You have your cabana set up, Mother Doris. All right? And Sharon Diggs Jackson, Marcus Tyson, Michelle Dobson. I saw Michelle come in. Michelle Dobson, Anitra Dempsey, right here. And the Honorable Stephen Neal, who we'll hear from shortly. So thank you all to the members of the Planning Committee for working together, helping to bring our community together around this vision. And what I see is between the Mother Doris Topsy-Elvord Center, the Ron Arias Center across the way, we continue to make investments into a park that really represents our community. It will reflect our community, and it will serve future generations. And they'll know, just like our MC said, as we move forward, the youth of our community will know its leaders. They will know their history. They will know that they can, play in a community center and a playground and grow up and be vice mayors and health department directors and make a meaningful difference in their own community. And that's truly the heart of what we're doing today. So I say thank you to Mother Doris for your service. Our theme today, is let's shower Mother Doris with her flowers. For all of you who brought flowers today, I say thank you. We have a nice certificate and plaque, but I think we'll wait for the photos after. But thank you so much. And without further ado, I'm going to introduce 6th District Councilwoman Suli Saro.
Thank you, Vice Mayor. As the new council member of the 6th District, I just want to share that it's an honor for me to be here today to honor Mother Doris, because I was raised to respect and honor my elders, and Mother Doris is my elder. And so thank you, Vice Mayor, for having me join today to honor Mother Doris. Maya Angelou, she said, people don't forget how you make them feel. And that is what Mother Doris has done in all of the work that she has done as a former council member, former vice mayor, and former park commissioner. And it really is that feeling she's left within all of us who have been touched by her love, the respect, the admiration I feel from people when they talk about Mother Doris. And that feeling is what carries on. That legacy carries on into this community center, because it's beyond than just a physical building. It's that heart that the Vice Mayor mentioned that carries on into this space, because it's become more than just a community center. Now it's the Doris Topsy-Elvord Community Center. And that is all of the work that's going to happen here, the work, the accomplishment, the connection, the relationship build, the relationship strengthened, equity done, and justice done here is done under this house, and it carries that legacy. Mother Doris, the work and your legacy carries on through this, what's going to be done in this building. And that is how I hope that we will be able to continue to honor you and your work. So with that said, I'm just really grateful to be here to honor Mother Doris, my elder, and I hope as a 6th District Council member that I can make you proud for the work that I will continue to do under your legacy. So thank you so much. And in my way, I want to honor you. Thank you.
Before I bring up our next speaker, I would like to give a few more acknowledgments. We have several commission members here from the City of Long Beach. From the Parks and Recreation Commission, we have our chair, David Zanata. And we also have Commissioner Susan Redfield. I believe that's it from what I can see. And then we also have today our newest civil service Commissioner, Yvonne Wheeler. And I also want to acknowledge our department leader of civil service, Christina Wenting. And earlier I did mention my mentor, Ron Arias, and he's our former Long Beach Department of Health and Human Services Director. So now I would like to bring up our next speaker, and that is President Stephen Neal of our Harbor Commission.
Good morning, everyone. I am really, really proud to be here. This day is very special to me. Just on a personal note, the Vice Mayor talked about the conversations that he had with Mother Doris. And I think anyone that is African American that is running for office seeks Mother Doris's advice, if they're wise. Well, and if they're not running against her. The Vice Mayor and I we didn't have that challenge. So, and when I first reached out to her for her endorsement, she didn't give me her endorsement. She gave me an assignment. And she had me do some research on some things. And then we continued to meet. And I will say that the best advice I got for my public life and how to proceed in public life, I received from Mother Doris. And I tried to exemplify that in the way I moved, the way you moved. And I'm just so proud to be here. So I just want to say thank you to everyone for coming. I want to say thanks to all of our hosts. And I'd also like to acknowledge our commissioners. We have the Honorable Bonnie Lowenthal that's here. Our executive director is here. We have Monique Lathrop from the port. And I send greetings on behalf of all the commissioners who couldn't be with us today. But we're really proud to be a part of this event, particularly from the port standpoint, because of the legacy that Mother Doris left there at the port. Many of the things that we're going to hear about today, about Doris's wonderful career, deal with social welfare, right? She's been a trailblazer for African Americans in this city and really in the region. And they're well-earned accolades. But I'd like all of you to know that you won't be surprised that when Mother Doris was appointed as the first Black person on the Harbor Commission, she also used that opportunity to build community and to help the people of the city. So now, today, the Harbor Commission is a body of 5 people appointed by the mayor, and they're confirmed by the city council, who set policy that appoint the port's executive director. And if you're one of us, the public might expect you to do more to ensure that the port continues to be vibrant and an economic engine for the city and the region. When Doris was a commissioner, she spearheaded new community outreach programs, including the sponsorship program that many of you are aware of today, and participation in many Long Beach community events. So today, our sponsorship program has grown to $1 million per year, and it funds events throughout the city, both civic, nonprofit organizations that help to educate and inform our community on the Harbor Department's efforts and of strengthening the environment and also the economy. In addition to that, she was the leading champion on the Port Small Business Enterprise Program, opening up port contracting to a broader spectrum, right? To small business enterprises and to expanding that to other people of color and minorities. And Commissioner Lowenthal has been championing that, and I will continue to carry that torch as you two ladies have done. So we just want to thank Mother Doris for her trailblazing in every area. Want to also say that the port is committed to equality for all people, and that has a huge reflection on Mother Doris, because she kind of set that tone and brought that attitude. So I want to say congratulations to Mother Doris, to Ralph, her family, and I'm so proud of the Vice Mayor for renaming this community center on behalf of that. So on behalf of the Board of Harbor Commissioners, we have a special certificate of recognition. I don't think you guys want us to read that now. We're going to do that later. So, Mother Doris, we love you and appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Commissioner Neal. That was very beautifully said. Our next speaker is former Chief of Staff Cicely Walters.
Good morning. The Honorable Vice Mayor and Councilwoman Doris Topsy-Elvord, and to many, Mother Doris, is an amazing, a remarkable, and a phenomenal woman, generously giving of her time and talents. Throughout her administration, she was dedicated and gave unselfish service to the citizens of the 6th District and the entire Long Beach community as a City Council member and Vice Mayor on the City Council. She celebrated and understood the beauty of diversity of the 6th District and accepted everyone as an important part of the community. To know her is to know a woman of integrity, and took very seriously the campaign promises she made to her constituents, and it enhanced the city and influenced generations. Promise number 1, graffiti abatement. Promise number 2, Long Beach Midnight Basketball League. It's a productive alternative to urban young adults ages 17 to 25. Basketball is the hook, but mandatory workshops were emphasized. Promise 3, King Pool enclosure. And promise number 4, the Atlantic Community Economic Development Corporation. And promise 5, Renaissance Walk. 40 affordable single-family homes and a child care center on the Atlantic Corridor, serving the needs of the Central Long Beach community. There was a bank, Pacific Gateway, Center for Working Families, and additional good quality affordable condominiums, each and more have changed the landscape of Central Long Beach. I served as the Vice Mayor's Chief of Staff for her 2 terms in City Council. We walked the walk, talked the talk, and gave brooms and rakes to residents, and we cleaned the district up so that constituents would be proud. We learned the who's who in our community and the city. Residents would tell us what is going on in our community. They were the eyes and ears that helped us to see and experience what the district deserved. We learned where the priorities were in the 6th District, and yes, that was code enforcement. We returned all calls the same day we received them. We attended neighborhood association meetings. We coordinated and held major events in the district, including the citywide Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. birthday parade and celebration with grand marshals, and the theme centered around the diversity of the city. And each was selected after the prior celebration for the next year, celebrating the prominent leaders of Long Beach. And we learned about ethics, as she is the most ethical person we know. Vice Mayor, your staff and our families love you very much. And we thank you for giving us your love and embracing us as family. We want all to know of your generosity to the City of Long Beach. Congratulations on this well-deserved recognition.
Thank you so much for those words. I would now like to bring up someone who probably knows Mother Doris Topsy-Elvord best, Stephen Topsy. Come on up.
Good morning, everybody. I'd just like to say my family and I would like to thank the City of Long Beach, the Long Beach City Council, the Vice Mayor, Rex Richardson, and all the people on the committee that made this happen. And we'd just like to say, Mother Doris, my mom, we love you, and God bless.
At this time, we would like to present Mother Doris with some flowers and also do the official ceremony.